All right, welcome back. Western New York Athletics Baseball Day here at Niagara Falls High School 2023 event. We are here for the second set of games here at Niagara Falls High School. All four diamonds going right now, two softball, two baseball games. We've doubled in size. If you joined us this morning for our first set of games, we are in the latter half of each set of these games, I believe. Right now, we do have a softball game that is really coming towards the end. That's the Niagara Wakefield Hamburg game. We're going to get Joe Daniel on in just as a moment. We have four games, though, going on right now. Right in front of me here at Field 1, it is a baseball, Williamsville North at Canisius. Last check, it was Will North up 4-0 in the fourth inning. Southwestern and Maryville, the other baseball game on Field 2, where Tanner Saunders is there. You'll be hearing from him. And then softball, we have Joe Daniels, who's at Niagara Wakefield Hamburg on Field 1. And then Field 2 is Orchard Park at St. Mary. So, we know the last check, we had Niagara Wakefield was up 4-2 over Hamburg in this one. We're going to check in with him right now. Joe, what's the latest from Field 1 softball?
Hey guys, good to see you and hear you again. It's 4-2 the
Here
score.
we go. Up now
We
for
are in the
Hamburg.
bottom
Left fielder
of
number
the
7, Doyle.
with Niagara Wheatfield in the lead. It's been a kind of slow game, guys, to be honest with you. It got off to a really good start. It was 2-0 Niagara Wheatfield in the first inning on two pass
And
balls.
is it with the
Taylor got it
first
right
inning.
back on a pass ball
ball of
and
the
a
inning.
single from Doyle. That was 2-2 back in the first. Other than that, Niagara Wheatfield scored again on a pass ball. And then in the top of the third, Quitshoff, who's the pitcher, was pitching really well. She just missed a solo home run, went about 195 feet. Wheatfield got a run in the top of the fourth on another fielding error. And in the top of the fifth, Hamburg got a beautiful double play from the outfield. And then Niagara Wheatfield in the sixth inning, they did it again. They had a double play from the outfield. So it's 4-2. Quitshoff's been great, throwing a lot of strikes. Good defense in front of her. They're at 4-2 with one out here in the bottom of the seventh.
All right, Joe, we'll check back in. As I know your game is almost at a close, we'll check back in and get a final recap from you. And then, of course, you'll see, folks, those post-game interviews going up starting tomorrow and into next week. So,
Thanks,
Joe, we'll
guys.
hear back from you pretty soon.
Sounds good.
All right, that was Joe Daniel checking in on our first game. That's Niagara Wakefield Hamburg softball game, already in the bottom of the seventh. Those games started a little bit after 12:30. The baseball ones started around 1. Of course, baseball takes a little bit longer, so those games will still be kind of going on. We'll kind of play it by ear. I don't think we'll be able to finish out for the last remaining games in this set, but we'll kind of get you completion of most of the action. And so far, we'll try to bring in next. We'll head over to the other softball diamond. Jim Craig is doing St. Mary's and Orchard Park. That game really got off to a fast start in the first inning with both teams getting across the plate. We're going to try to get Jim in now. That is, yep, you're seeing that right now on your screen. That's Field 2. Hey, Jim, what's the latest from Field 2 softball? Hey, Jim.
Field 2 something. Yeah, I got you.
What's the latest, Jim? St. Mary's Orchard Park.
Orchard Park's 6-2, top of fifth. Game moved along really well.
And Jim, this game really, I was there for the first couple innings. This game really got off to a quick start.
Yeah, I got a quick start, and now it's kind of calmed down just a little bit. A couple of 3-and-out innings, and the game is moving along in the top of the fifth inning.
All right, that's Jim Craig. He is at the game between Orchard Park, St. Mary's, again, top of the fifth. We'll keep an eye on that. We know the softball goes a little bit faster than the baseball here, and it started a little bit earlier. Right now, though, we will get in Tanner Saunders. He is at Field Baseball 2 for our other baseball game. That is right now, if I remember right, Southwestern and Maryville. Let's see, Tanner, are you there?
Yep, that is correct. It is Southwestern and Maryvale. We're in the top of the third right now, and so far it's still knotted up at 0-0. Not a whole lot of offense to go around, although there was just a triple, and now here's a hit that's going to bounce towards second base, thrown, and Looks like safe.
All right, I think we're gonna bring that in just a little bit. Our video feed is just a little behind our audio, but you'll see that playing just a little bit. Tanner, we mentioned Southwestern coming up pretty far away. It seemed like they're pretty excited to be here.
Yeah, so far, and looks like they'll be excited to have a run batted in as well. So that's the first score of the game, 1-0. Southwestern on the high side after that play right there, and still on base. There's a swing and a miss, but tuning in at just the right time, conveniently, as Southwestern goes up 1-0. Back to you, Francis.
All right, thank you, Tanner. We will stay. I do want to stay on this feed so you can see that first run come across the plate here for Southwestern. Again, the feed a little bit behind. We're also keeping track. We'll get to in a second. The game between Will North and Canisius. I believe North has just scored another run here, so I believe it's 5-0 here. This will be the bottom of the fourth inning. Crusaders celebrating their new field this year over at Stransky Complex. They have played in the past year out here in Niagara Falls at Salamagley, which is not too far away, which is getting redone. You'll be seeing that field for sectionals. They'll get played as another pitch is high, and that'll be another walk for North. They end up first and third right now with, I believe, only one out here in the bottom of the fourth. 5-0, the Spartans over Canisius. Spartans playing in that tough ECIC 1 division. BJ Stack providing you this camera angle here on Field 1. Our other cameras are manned by, well, not manned, but we're getting those feeds from our iPads. So we'll be watching them, but that's why this picture is a little bit better than, actually much better than the other ones. And he's off to the side on this. Of course, we're here to celebrate and honor a courageous young boy, Colton Matz from Portville. Parents, both teachers in the Portville School District. Don't know the story of Colt. When he was 10 years old, he was diagnosed with leukemia and beat it after receiving a bone marrow from his brother. Unfortunately, though, that bone marrow has returned, and he is battling leukemia for a second time. So this event today, to help him out, raise funds for him and his family for medical costs, transportation costs. We were planning to have our basket raffle today here at Niagara Falls High School to go along with everything going on. We've decided, because we weren't sure about the weather, we are postponing that basket raffle until June. We're going to have it during our senior all-star games for baseball and softball. That'll be the middle of June. Still finalizing those dates, but it should be right after states. We'll have that, but we're still people are still coming out. And Michigate is going to Colts and his family. They're doing 50-50 drawings during each set of games. As you see, walk for the Spartans. That'll load the bases for them in this bottom of the fourth, up 5-0. And you can see, looks like Canisius is going to take a trip to the mound. You wonder if this will be it for their pitcher. But I think on that note, we will take a break. When we come back, we'll check back in with our crews out at the different fields. You're watching the 2023 Western New York Athletics Baseball Softball Day.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses, and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. Locations open 7 days a week. Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com. Give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. Tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf. 5 Wolf.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. It's simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
All right, welcome back. Western New York Athletics baseball, softball day. We're just giving you a little look around with our producer Tim Gardner. Good look around all the fields. The last game, or the Field 1 softball game has been complete. That is the one between Niagara Wakefield and Hamburg. We're going to bring in Joe Daniel in just a second. Right now you're seeing on your screen the side view angle of Canisius and Williamsville North, that one. Three games currently live right now. But Joe Daniel was at the last game, and Niagara Wakefield Hamburg, and that one is wrapped up. Joe, tell me what happened.
Yeah, not much since the last time we talked, guys. 4-2 final for Niagara Wheatfield. Talked to Julia Quitchoff after the game. Catch her post-game interview on the WNY Athletics Facebook page. Talked about how, she had a good game pitching, good game defensively, and, Niagara Wheatfield just, controlled the game, got a couple runs on some pass balls, and really made life difficult for Hamburg, and they were controlled from the start, and they get the 4-2 win.
What did Julia Quitchoff say in your post-game interview? What did you guys talk about?
Well, talked about the pitching, how she was in control of the game. She works a lot with her freshman catcher, who is really elite. Yeah, they let 2 pass balls in, at least 1 or 2, I believe, in the first inning, but they were on the same page in the experience. She's only going to gather because their catcher is a freshman. So we talked about that. We talked about, playing in, today and what it means to their team. And believe it or not, guys, we might not like watching these games in cold weather, but I asked her colder weather or warmer weather. She likes it cool when she's on the field.
Okay, I get that. You get a
little. I can get that too.
You're not
guys,
sweating.
If it was October, well, Francis, if it was October, we'd say this is a nice October day.
That's true. Well, I get it from one point. You're not sweating. It's a little bit cooler. You don't have to worry about running hot. Probably you might have a better grip with the ball in some cases.
Well, this was my first 2 softball games I've ever seen, and it was thoroughly enjoyable. It was good action, and it was a quick pace. And congratulations to both teams winning those games today.
And for those just tuning in who didn't turn in on our first one, tell us a little bit about the first game you saw today.
Oh, you're going to throw me off there, Francis. Let me pull it up here just to remind myself what happened. Niagara Falls played Mount St. Mary's. Niagara Falls did win that game. They played exceptionally well. Mount St. Mary's just struggles defensively, and Mount St. Mary's, as Niagara Falls, capitalized on the errors in the outfield, and they held on to win that game, I believe, 7-2.
Okay, so 2 great games you had today. So good luck to you, and I know you're sticking around for our second set, right? Are you saying?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go watch. I'm gonna go watch some baseball.
Oh, that's right.
Baseball games are longer, but I have a question for you, Francis. I see St. Francis is playing Orchard Park, but you guys put me on the other game. How come?
I don't know. That's above my pay grade.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Well, thank you, Joe Daniel. Again, that's a 4-2 final. Niagara Wakefield defeats Hamburg. I believe both of those teams will be could very well face each other again in the playoffs. I think they're both in Class A. Hamburg might be in Class A too, so it would have to be a crossover, but who knows? But 2 teams, again, Hamburg is in ECIC 2. Niagara Wakefield is in the NFL league. In the NFL, so but a nice non-league matchup for both of those teams as we're back here at Canisius Will North, and I believe Will North tacked on 2 runs, so I want to say it's 7-0 at this point. I think we're still in the bottom of the 4th, so North taking care of business here. Pitching change for Canisius. We'll try to pull up who has been put in this one. Pull up the roster here for the Crusaders. Right now on the mound is number 30, Caleb Jackson, sophomore, who lives in Orchard Park. He is on the mound. He took over for Justin Ball, who started this game on the mound. Just just looking at Canisius's record so far. They are 6-7 overall, 3-1 in the conference. Some notable games. They started the year with a 3-2 loss to Hamburg. Of course, the Bulldogs coming off that trip to the state semifinal last year. Some other notable games: 5-3 win over McQuaid. They 2 games on split McQuaid. Lost to Orchard Park. They have a couple wins over St. Mary's. Win over Medina. They split Nichols just before this. So they're kind of getting into the meat of their schedule. They have St. Francis coming up this week, Tuesday and Wednesday, doing a home and home. And then the following week, a home and home against St. Joe's. And the week after that, a home and home against Bishop Timon. So Canisius is going to get into their meat of their league schedule, hoping to pick things up 3-1 again in conference play with 6 games to go on this one. They have another non-league game, a May 5th. That'll be coming up next week, Friday afternoon at Frontier. That'll be after, again, those St. Francis games. Runners on first and second for North. Swing and a miss on that one. Talk about Williamsville North for a second. Team right now is 4-5 on the season, 3-3 in ECIC 1. Notable games: they split Clarence. They swept West Seneca West. We talked about it in our first amalgamation of today's event. We talked about it. ECIC doing those home and home with their league games. So you'll play the same team 2 days in a row. One game at one place, the other at your place. So they start out the year after a loss to St. Joe's. They split with Clarence. They swept West Seneca West, split Lancaster, and then their last 2 games, and then this past week, they have a loss to Will South 7-8, and then a 4-3 win over Iroquois. That was on Thursday, before today's game, which I believe they're leading now 6-0. 6 or 7-0. We're doing our best to keep track. We forgot to get a scoreboard guy to keep track of it, but 6-7. I believe we're going into the top of the 5th inning in this one. Meanwhile, why don't we go back to St. Mary's Orchard Park's softball. We're going to try to bring in Jim Craig, who's been at that one. That one got off to a quick start over there. And, Jim, what's the latest on Orchard Park St. Mary's?
Orchard Park just scored another run. There's 1 out in the top of the 6th, and the score is 8-2 in favor of Orchard Park over St. Mary's of Lancaster. Leadoff hitter just hit a triple and drove in a run. So they went from 7-8 in the 6th inning, but it's the top of the 6th.
It seems like things have really slowed down from that beginning of the game. What do you attribute that to? Maybe the pitchers just kind of settling into this?
No, I think it is. It's kind of moving along. There's been a couple of hitters here and there that have been on base, but really it hasn't really slowed down that much. At the beginning of the game, we had more runners. Had a home run in the top of the 1st inning. So really, it's slowed a little bit, but the pitchers have thrown a lot of pitches in this inning and in the last inning. So that might be the reason why.
All right. Well, keep going.
Now there's 2 outs.
2 outs in this one. You said top of the 6th right now, and I see Orchard Park is up to bat. And we just saw the ground out there on your screen, folks watching at home. Ground out to the pitcher. All right, so Jim, we will check in with you in a little bit. I'm sure you'll be by the time we get to you, you'll be in the 7th inning, so we'll be there for the conclusion of that game as well and keep in touch with you all day long. Thanks, Jim.
All right, that sounds good. Thank you.
All right, Jim Craig, keeping track of that Orchard Park St. Mary's game. That game again in the top of the 6th inning. Why don't we try to bring in Tanner Saunders before we go to break? He is doing the, if I can pull my notes up, Southwestern Maryville game. We'll pull him. I think last time we talked to him, Southwestern had just scored in that one as we were talking to him. We'll see. So, Tanner, last time we talked to you, I just said they literally was the first run of the game. What's happened since?
We just got through with the top of the 4th inning, and we'll recap we last talked at the top of the 3rd. So in the bottom of the 3rd with Maryvale at bat, they had a strikeout, a single, a hit into the gap between center and left, were able to steal second. And then you had a strikeout, able to steal third, a walk, a strikeout. And that brought us to the end of the bottom of the 3rd with Southwest maintaining their 1-0 lead and 2 runners left on base for Maryvale on 1st and 3rd. And then at the top of the 4th inning with Southwestern at bat, you had a walk, a base hit to right, and the runner was thrown out at first, but the other tagged up to 3rd. Then you had another runner thrown out on 1st and another runner thrown out on 1st with a runner on 3rd. So nothing doing for Southwestern in the top of the 4th inning. They left 1 runner on base, but the score remains 1-0, and now we're at the top of the 5th. With Maryvale back at bat. Back to you, Francis.
All right. Thank you, Tanner. Tanner Saunders at that Southwestern Maryvale game. Trojans coming a long way up to be part of this event here at Niagara Falls High School. I want to thank them for coming. We know Westfield softball is going to be coming up soon. I think they're going to be the next game over on the softball fields. They're coming up a ways. We have really teams from all over, from up here in Niagara County all the way down deep in the southern tier. Be in here part of this event. 32 teams coming in today between baseball and softball to be here part of this event. On that note, we will take a break for a little bit. When we come back, we'll check back in on those games. This is WNY Athletics Baseball Softball Day here on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 427 2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
They're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
All right, welcome back. Western New York Athletics Baseball Softball Day. You're looking at our screen right now. One of our games is already finished. It's Niagara Wheatfield had the 4-2 win over Hamburg in softball play. We'll leave you right now. We'll take a break, but we'll just leave up the screens for you. Tim will kind of go back and forth between the games going on. I'll join you back maybe a few minutes or so. We're just trying to pace ourselves today. Long day here, Western New York Athletics. Proceeds today, if you're coming out, $5. Admission for Colton Matz, all going to him and his family. So our good friends, one of our crew will be glad to take your donation when you arrive. Please arrive over off of Pine Avenue in the back. Don't go to the front of the school. Just come right off Pine Avenue, get in the parking lot, and we'll take your donation right there. We're also doing 50-50, so come on out. There's no rain. We did have to postpone our basket raffle. We're going to do that in June during our senior softball, baseball all-star game. So we'll have more information of that as we get closer to those events. But for now, we'll leave you with some baseball and softball. All right, welcome back. We're going to get a quick update from softball. We're in the top of the 7th between Orchard Park and St. Mary's. Jim, what's the latest?
It's again, it's top of 7. There's 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and there's a runner at third base. The score is 9-2. And one of the questions you asked before, good question, Francis, of course, is that about the little slowing down. Couldn't put my finger on it till I realized that they started substituting. You know, and you had those substitutes and make all the changes as a plate umpire, and that slows the game down a little bit.
Yeah, that certainly does it as well. You take him out of your rhythm in that one. Let's see.
Strike 3. Excuse me, I didn't mean to jump over there. It's strike 3, and that's the end of the top of the 7th, and we're going into the bottom of the 7th with the score remaining 9-2.
All right, so last ups for St. Mary's, they have 7 runs to tie, 8 to get the win here. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Well, thank you, Jim. We'll check back in as soon as your game has wrapped up and you get you those post-game interview. Jim, all right, sounds good. All right, we'll talk to Jim later in this one. We'll get to Tanner. I think we're going to take a short break, and then we'll get to Tanner. It doesn't seem like just checked in with him. There wasn't much happened since we last talked to him. So we'll take a break and talk more with him in a little bit. Hopefully there'll be more update. Of course, we have at the top left of your screen Williams North Canisius. I believe it's now on the top of the 6th in this one. And last we heard it was 10-0 Williamsville North. So they're taking care of business in this one. So we're going to take a short break. You are watching WNY Athletics Baseball Softball Day, second set of games right here on Western New York Athletics.
Western New York Immediate Care's new locations are now open. Whether you've suffered a minor injury or just aren't feeling well, Western New York Immediate Care provides safe, quick, high-quality care at an affordable cost. Our clinicians are trained to diagnose and treat non-life-threatening injuries and illnesses and are equipped with on-site x-ray and labs to help you feel better, faster. With 4 convenient locations open 7 days a week, Western New York Immediate Care is here to help when and where you need us. Visit us online to learn more.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Do you insure a lot of businesses?
Yes, we do.
How about restaurants?
We got a bunch.
Do you cover property damage?
Yes, we do.
How about my equipment?
Covered.
How about sewer backup?
We got it.
What if my cook gets hurt?
You're covered.
Foodborne illnesses?
Covered.
What if my party tent goes down?
Covered under property damage.
And you say this is all under one policy?
One policy.
When do I pay?
Once a month.
Just one time?
Just one.
Is there anything you don't cover?
What's your record for consecutive questions asked?
31.
Tables. We don't do tables.
Gotta love Buffalo.
For all your insurance questions, call the Wolf at 835-WOLF.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com. Ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the Wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Sometimes it just isn't your day. We all need a little help from time to time. That's why we're committed to providing safe, quick, and cost-effective care. And we keep it simple. Just walk in. We're here for you. Learn more today.
All right, welcome back. Western New York Athletics Baseball Softball Day. We're going to go over to game number 2 right now, where our Tanner Saunders is. He is tracking Southwestern Maryvale. Tanner, last we talked, or last you told me, it was the top of the 5th. Southwestern was up 1-0. What's the latest?
We are now in the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's still 1-0 Southwestern in the top of the 5th. Yet an out on an infield fly ball, a runner thrown out at first, and a pop-up to the catcher that was easily fielded, and he was able to throw the runner out at first. And now, so far for Maryvale, this at-bat, there's been an out on a high fly ball to center field, a walk, second base was stolen, and an out on an infield fly ball. So 2 outs, and a throw was made on second there as looked like he was trying to go from second to third, but was able to get back safely. So 2 outs. I suppose we can keep it here until the end of this bottom of the 5th inning with Maryvale at bat. There's one that swung on and missed. That's the second strike of the inning. Two strikes in the count so far.
No, real quick. Would you say Southwestern up 1-0, shutout performance by Southwestern pitching staff? Would you say this is pitching dominance, or Maryvale just hasn't been able to get good contact on the ball?
I think it's been a little bit of both. We've seen some good pitching. There was a good pitch right there as you got the strikeout to end the bottom of the fifth, and the score stays 1-0. But I'd say a little bit of both. Maryvale's had some opportunities, had some just high fly balls that were fielded easily for outs, and then there's been some good pitching as well. So a little bit of both. And with that, we head to the top of the sixth inning with Southwest maintaining their 1-zip lead. Back to you, Francis.
All right, thank you, Tanner. That's Tanner Saunders keeping track of that game for us on Baseball Field 2. Meanwhile, here on Baseball Field 1, it's still Will North, a commanding lead. Last we heard 10-0. I think we're in the sixth inning at this point still. As you see another fly ball out, foul ball to left field. Bats really getting going for Williamsville North today. Canisius, I think, on their third pitcher already. Now, keep in mind, for you folks out there, this is a non-league game. Canisius probably doesn't want to put their top guys out. They're probably giving some of their younger guys a chance to get some pitches in because it's not a league game. They have a big stretch coming up. They have St. Francis home and home this week, followed by St. Joe's and Bishop Timon. So they're probably saving their arms for that, seeing what else they have in the bank. So, but still a good offensive performance put out by Williamsville North right now. Over 10 runs so far as that one is hit. Looks like an error by the right fielder on that one. The fence was in my line of sight. You guys probably saw it better. You can see that camera angles from our BJ Stack over behind first base. But Will North a commanding lead in this one. Meanwhile, on the softball end, Fredonia Will East has started on Field 4. We're probably going to get an update from Jake Fyock, who was covering that game in just a little bit to see when they have stuff going on there. The St. Mary's Orchard Park game has come to an end. Jim Craig is getting interviews right now. When he's all done with that, we'll get a final report from him. And then not sure if we'll stay on till the end of these baseball games or what, but we'll kind of, go with the flow here. And then we'll be back for the game through when game threes begin to end for those games just like this. And then, of course, at the end of the night when the final games come to an end. Still plenty of time to get out here. Plenty of games still to happen. Remember, it's $5 admission. We have 50-50s. All those proceeds are going to go to Colton Matz and his family. As Colton battles leukemia for the second time, 12-year-old from Portville, courageous young man from the Southern Tier. So this event is for him. Our basket raffle, as you probably heard about, we're postponing it until the senior all-star games. We're doing those for baseball and softball once again this year. Those will take place in mid-June in Frontier. We're still finalizing those dates, but we know it will be at Frontier High School, and we will put out those dates once we finalize them, and everyone's invited out to those games as well. So that'll be a ton of fun for you. That'll do it for now. So I'll leave you right now with our 4-screen. You can take a look at all these games. Looks like they're starting, still cleaning up the dirt right now on Field 3. That's the second softball field. Getting ready for the third softball game of the day on that field. That game will be, I believe, Fredonia and I want to get this right here. It'll be Westfield and Eden. It'll be playing on that field. Fredonia Will East has already started. We'll get an update later. And, of course, on Field 1 here, you have Williamsville North, Niagara Falls getting into its final innings, and then Southwestern and Maryvale getting into its final innings as well. Both of those last two games on the baseball side. But for now, we'll leave you with our 4-screen. and you can keep track of all the action going on right now. All right, welcome back. Final segment here for the second set of games, our broadcast of Western New York Athletics baseball softball day. Here on Field 1, it was Williamsville North getting the 10-0 victory over Canisius in that one. Southwestern Maryville still wrapping up. One of the games in softball have already been going for a little while now. Fredonia-Will East. And then coming up on the other softball diamond, we have, I believe, Westfield and Eden. And then coming up next on this field, we'll have Orchard Park, St. Francis. And on the other field, I believe it's going to be West Seneca West and Dunkirk. So we'll be back maybe around 4:15 or so. We'll wrap up this game that you're seeing and all the rest of the games. Check in to see how they're going on so far. But for now, thank you for tuning in and join us back here later here on Western New York Athletics.